Hi, I'm Coach Abby. Thank you so much for joining me today in Love Advice TV. Love Advice TV is a channel created uniquely for you to assist you in navigating through any relationship issues that may be affecting you while simultaneously focusing on your self-development. Today we're going to discuss the fascinating topic of the biological and psychological differences between men and women in relationships. Specifically, we'll look at those differences and how they shape men and women and how they behave in relationships, particularly after a breakup. We'll start by exploring why men are often wired to chase and why women are naturally inclined to nurture. And most importantly, why understanding this dynamic can make a huge difference in how we handle a breakup and attract an ex in the future. So let's dive right in. First up, let's talk about men. Sorry, men. Men on a biological level are often wired to chase. This is rooted in evolutionary biology, where the role of men was often that of the provider and protector. Men needed to hunt and pursue resources, and in a relationship context, they are often drawn to the hunt for attraction and connection. This isn't just a societal norm. It's deeply ingrained in their DNA. Now, why do men chase? It's that innate drive for challenge. Men thrive on challenges. And when it comes to relationships, they want to feel like they have to work to win someone's affection. Admit it, men, but it's true. The desire for achievement. When a man feels like he has earned someone's love, it validates his self-worth. This drive to win also increases his sense of masculinity and accomplishment. This biological drive to compete. Men often feel the need to compete with other men for attention and affection. This is why in relationships, they're wired to be the one to pursue and initiate. This instinct to chase isn't just a quirky personality trait. It's a biological imperative that helps men stay engaged and invested in the relationship. On the flip side, women are traditionally wired to be nurturers. This goes back, once again, to the evolutionary roles where women were primarily responsible for creating and maintaining a home, nurturing children, and building strong emotional connections. Today, those instincts still exist, but in relationships, women are often the ones who care deeply about emotional bonds, communication, and maintaining harmony. So why are women inclined to nurture? First of all, once again, caretaking instinct. Women are biologically predisposed to nurture and provide emotional support. This instinct makes them more likely to want to connect emotionally with their partners, care for them, and support them through challenges. It also means that they blow up their phones at times. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Bonding through empathy is very much of a female DNA inclination. They seek to have more emotional bonds and are more likely to be emotionally expressive. They value creating strong, stable relationships and can become very invested in making their partner feel safe and loved. Now, focusing on connection, women often place a higher value on emotional connection and security, which leads them to be more proactive in nurturing the relationship to keep it stable and harmonious. This nurturing instinct is crucial, but it also means, ladies, please listen up, that women can sometimes go overboard in being too available and too involved, which can lead to stifling the space that men innately need. So now that we sort of understand a bit about these biological differences, men chasing and women nurturing, how does this play out in relationships, especially when things go south during a breakup? So let's talk about why dynamics is so important to understand during a breakup. The key here is recognizing that both men and women have different emotional needs and instincts, and this can make or break how you handle the end of a relationship. Men often need to feel challenged to re-engage. Most often, they need to feel that they're losing something valuable. The challenge of winning someone back, feeling the loss, sparks their drive to chase again. For women, on the other hand, women can sometimes be tempted to over-communicate, to be overly available, or even try too hard to show they care in an effort to keep the connection. Abby, he needs to know I love him, and I keep saying, no, he doesn't. While the desire to nurture and heal the relationship is natural, without a doubt, this often pushes men away because it feels too easy for them. They need to feel like they have to chase and fight for the relationship. So why does the chase matter so much? Why can't men just settle into a relationship? $1 million question, by the way. Why do they feel the need to keep chasing even after the breakup? Men basically need to feel challenged. Men are wired to pursue. When a man feels like he's lost someone, that loss triggers his desire to fight for her attention. If you're always available, it removes that sense of loss or challenge, which is often a key element in reigniting his attraction. The need for emotional validation. Men, in many ways, feel most secure when they know they've won someone's affection. Won their affection. During a breakup, when this happens, they feel this feeling of loss. If the woman can just sort of keep her distance, she needs to try to give him that space so that he feels that challenge is worth pursuing. This means that during that breakup, we cannot be too available to reignite his desire and chase and ultimately reignite his interest. Ladies, please listen. Now, for women after a breakup, it's important to resist that temptation to be overly available. That desire to fix things, show that you care, or prove you're still interested can often come from it comes from a good place, without a doubt, but it can undermine your position. Remember, men are more attracted to the mystery and to the feeling of the chase than they are to feeling secure. That feeling that we as women are looking for at all times. Then we need to create the mystery, the intrigue, and not immediately responding to texts or being too accessible. When you need to create a sense of curiosity, they will feel that urge to chase, to come back. It prevents desperation. No one is attracted to desperation. Men especially can sense if someone is overly eager or anxious. Keeping certain emotional distance, not only does it make him want to pursue the challenge of having you back, but it also regains your integrity, strengthens your own self-worth. When you focus on your own life, on passions, your goals, you show that you have a fulfilling life beyond the relationship. This signals to him that you're not dependent on him for happiness or validation. And here's the delicious part. Stay lighthearted. One of the best ways to reattract an ex during this phase is to stay lighthearted, playful, and not take things too seriously. Being lighthearted keeps him intrigued. When you're not coming off as desperate or emotionally heavy, it makes you much more attractive. Keep things fun. Don't dwell on the past, and show that you're moving forward with confidence. So attractive. It reintroduces attraction. Laughter and fun can reignite, because that's what we're looking to reignite, that initial spark that you had before everything dimmed during the breakup. Keep the communication open but very lighthearted. It reflects emotional strength when you're able to approach the situation without taking it too seriously. It signals emotional resilience. It's so attractive because it shows that you're strong, capable, and comfortable in your own skin. So in closing, remember, the key to understanding the dynamics between men and women post-breakup is balance. Men need the chase to reignite their interest, and women need to resist the temptation to be smothered or to be too available. Instead, focus on creating space for him to come after you, while also nurturing your own sense of self-love and confidence. In relationships, understanding these fundamental differences can transform the way you approach communication and reconnection after a breakup. By giving them space to chase while remaining emotionally strong and lighthearted yourself, you create the perfect environment for reattraction. Remember, men are driven to pursue and women are designed to nurture. But the magic happens when both of these instincts come into balance. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in today. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button below, and feel free to share any comments regarding this video or any other topic for that matter. It is always my pleasure to address them as soon as possible. Yes, relationships are a dance between two people who have their unique roles and desires. Understanding the biological and psychological differences between men and women can not only heal you post-breakup, but it can also make you more intentional in your relationships. Stay lighthearted, confident, and trust that you've got this. Please do not hesitate to book a coaching session with me, and together let's explore and tweak behaviors that are perhaps not in your favor during these sensitive moments. Until next time, I'm Coach Abby.